Welcome in here to episode 2 of the Breckin Beitler Show. Joined here with Jude, Timat. How's it going?
This should be a fun episode.
Before we jump in, I want to make sure you guys, we are on Spotify, Amazon Music, and now on YouTube. And I'm sorry for the camera quality. All I have is my phone all I have is my phone. And it's our first episode on YouTube. This should be interesting. It's by request to be on YouTube. And again, if you don't like the picture or anything, you can always go to Spotify. I have it on Spotify, everything. But I'm excited to jump into it. I haven't seen you for a while.
It has been. It's been.
But geez, though, we go way back,
dude.
We go way back.
Back when I was hitting you in the face with baseball bats.
Oh my gosh, we weren't even planning. We got to go into that story.
Let's do it.
Dude, I was 3. Oh my gosh, I remember that in your backyard.
A little older, 4. Maybe.
That's crazy. Dude, we have so many stories.
So this one, I'll tell my side first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, we were both into baseball. Breckin, if you didn't know, he actually wasn't into baseball that much.
No, it's crazy.
It wasn't
which is so funny.
Time.
Which is so funny because baseball is my absolute love. It's I want to go pro. That's my goal right now is to go pro. But keep going.
Yeah, but back then, no, it wasn't just baseball. And I was the one enforcing the baseball, I think, on him. I was like, oh, let's go play baseball. Let's show you this. I just got a new bat. It was a T-ball bat. It was sick, dude. Probably 26.
It was an Easton. It was yellow and black. I remember that, bro.
Yellow and black.
Oh,
dude, I was gonna hit dingers with that thing. But anyway, showing him it, taking a few practice swings, in the backyard. Got a little too close. Boom! Smacked him right in the mouth, dude.
I still
were messed up.
I still remember this vividly. Jude's bro. I think I might have been
4. I bet you were 4.
4 or 5, and he was 5. And we go. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So he's hitting off the tee. He's like, dude, let's play baseball. He was serious. He was so intense about it. He's like, dude, let's play baseball. And I'm like, no. I start throwing a tantrum. I stamp her off. I start walking up his stairs, by his door onto his deck or whatever, if that makes sense. And as I'm walking back, he swings off this tee. I don't know. He wasn't looking. He swings off this tee and his backswing just absolutely clocks me in the mouth. Yeah. Absolutely clocks me. And I'm just gushing blood out of my mouth. And
You remember that? You remember that more than me. I thought I was just taking practice swings, but there might have been a tee.
But I remember you hitting.
It goes back too far, dude. I don't know.
And I remember I get this big bump on my lip and stuff, and it was
Did you go to the ER?
I don't know. I know your mom's a nurse. She was there.
She checked you were bleeding pretty bad from what I remember.
But I just remember that's so funny, for how good of friends we are. We got in this big argument at 4 and 5 years old, and especially over baseball, which is what I totally love.
That's crazy. And
I didn't want to do it. Anyway, that's just that's just a funny story that you brought that up this early.
Yeah. Many more of those. Might hear some more of the night.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get you back on at some point because we got stories forever. And maybe we'll tell some more here. We'll try to think of some. But
not the only time someone's got hit with the bat. Yeah. Between our families.
Oh my gosh. His little brother Bo, too, at one time, the house got hit in the bat.
I hit him as well. So I'm 2 for 2.
Jude's 2 for 2.
On the head.
Dude, the amount of XP points you have right now is got to be crazy.
That's bonus points, too.
I remember that, too. We were playing baseball in my backyard, and you, threw the bat and it hit your brother right off the forehead. He had this ginormous bump on his head.
He was going, my nose hurts. He didn't know what his ear was. I hit him in the ear. He said my nose hurts instead of my ear.
Oh, it was the ear? I thought it was the forehead.
No, it was on the side, I thought. And he kept telling your dad.
So
you go up to Phil and he's like, dude, my nose is hurting really bad. And he's like, you mean your ear? And he's like, oh yeah, my ear. I remember that.
Oh my god.
Your dad was clowning him.
That's so funny. Anyway, you've been in the gym a lot. What you weighing in now? I saw you at the gym today.
Yep.
You're getting big, man. This is good.
I appreciate it. I'm not too big yet, no, but.
Well, what's the max bench now?
I'm a little bit bigger.
What's the max bench? You gotta let everyone know.
We can't let them know on the podcast.
You can't let them know the max bench? What do you do? Dude, it's at least 225. There's no shame in it. Are you ashamed of it?
255, but.
Oh, yeah, see. Are you...
I am ashamed. That is my... my weakest muscle. That's my weakest... I think so. That's
dude, I can barely bench my body weight right now. I've been putting on weight
let's go to body weight. Because I know you got got bigger a little bit. I don't want to go back into that. That was in episode 1 of Fab 4. Shout out to Fab 4.
Shout out Fab 4.
They were great. Wish they were still going. But
yeah, I do too. But, this is what we all know. Yeah,
so,
one ain't even trying to cut just a little bit, but,
Yeah, I'm still bulking because, I quit basketball and stuff. But
baseball only. Got to be big, got to hit bombs.
You got it. August, at the end of my baseball season, I was weighing at 183, like 185-ish. Mm-hmm. Right now, what is it, November, something?
Yeah.
I weigh in at, like, just above 210, so...
Jeez.
It's been a bulk.
That's good, though. That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. It's all right, dirty bulk. Can't say I've been sticking to too much of a plan, but...
Just eating calories, no matter what it is.
Pretty much.
I remember you...
Get 3 meals in a day, maybe 4.
You walked in here for this podcast, and I go, you want some chocolate pie? And you go, heck yeah.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Hey, dude, I got a month less on the bulk. December, there comes a cut. Well, there's Christmas in there, so it might be a little bit.
And Thanksgiving right now. It's going to be hard.
All right, we'll both through the end of the year.
Okay. Let's jump into our first topic.
Let's
that was a good little intro there. Some stories I wasn't expecting. I thought we were going to jump into this right away, but it's kind of random, by the way, first of all, but is Joey Chesnut a top 10 athlete of all time? This is one of the boldest takes I've had my whole life. No one agrees with me in it, but I think he is. Now, do you want me to start on why I think he is? Or you? Okay, for instance, would you agree Tom Brady's a top 10 athlete of all time?
No.
Really?
No. I would not say, athletically, for his sport, for a quarterback, I would say he's a top.
I think this depends also on,
what are we... We got to define athlete here.
Because here's the thing. When I look at athlete, I also want to look at dominance.
Or we're looking at all perspectives, an
I think it's everything. Because if you look at top 10 athletes of all time, you might put Bo Jackson in there. He doesn't have any titles. At least that I know of. I don't know.
That's
he didn't even play sports.
So I don't know if I'd put Tom Brady.
But here's the thing. I'm going to classify it as because, look, would you put Michael Phelps up there? The most Olympic medals out of any, right?
I think I would.
Yeah, but you would probably say a guy that, for instance, Usain Bolt's obviously in there. I mean, you would say a guy that's probably comes last in the Olympic 100 meters, probably more athletic. Oh, okay, no, that's...
What does Tom Brady bring to the table?
Athletic-wise?
He brings championships and wins, right? But he doesn't have any special speed, any special throwing. He doesn't have...
But he's still the greatest...
He can throw it up. He is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Probably greatest football player of all time, as of now.
Yeah, as of right now, I would agree with that. But in the overall athlete competition, I would not put him in my top 10.
Jeez. See, I think I have to disagree with that. I think Tom Brady has to be there. He's the greatest football player of all time, and it's the most American sport. I mean, you know what I mean? And here's why I put Joey Chestnut. When you look at Joey Chestnut, what he does every year, not everyone, but I watch the Nathan's hot dog competition 4th of July every year. He wasn't in it this year
because he signed the vegan contract for $8 million for 3 years.
And Nathan's just said, no, you're not in here because you're with, which is stupid. They lost a ton of viewers because of it.
So
I think that was the.
But it'd be hard not to sign. Let's talk about that contract for a second, though.
What do you mean?
You heard about the contract, right?
With
the vegan company.
Yeah, I mean this was in the summer, but yeah.
Yeah, so but it was 3 years, right, or something like that.
It was 3 years.
It was multiple.
I still think Nathan's is gonna bring it back because no one's gonna watch the hot dog eating competition.
And it was $multi-million, but as your sport, your main thing is eating a ton of hot dogs. Why would you sign a vegan contract?
Well, for the money though.
I know, but
that's a ton of money.
Would you
I think I would, but I wouldn't think Nathan's would just kick me out like that.
Yeah.
If maybe I knew Nathan's, that's so idiotic of them. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not that disrespectful. If you're Nathan's, you gotta understand. Hey, he's going in it for the money, but we can still bring him into our competition. Anyway, we got to get into this topic.
Let's go.
I think when you look at athletes, I think you have to put in dominance because that comes with Michael Phelps. Because Michael Phelps is a great athlete, but he has the most gold medals and Olympic medals of all time.
With that.
Tom Brady, I think if you classify that as well, you might have to put him in there also. So I think when it comes down to Joey Chestnut, I don't think you guys understand how dominant this guy is. I'm pretty sure he has 17 hot dog eating competition championship wins.
I think if we're basing...
Hold on. 72 hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes.
That is crazy.
I don't know if that's the exact stat or the exact championships. Can you... Dude, there is no one in the world that is close. That's why
that's
he's
actually
so good.
the point I was going to bring up because your takes have been right. Michael Phelps dominant in his sport, Tom Brady dominant in his
Exactly,
sport.
because
he's dominant in his sport. So if I was going from your angle at dominant, like, yes, I would put him in my top 10 right away because, like, Tom Brady was doing stuff no one has ever done before. What? Michael Phelps done stuff no one has ever done before? No. Joey Chesnut is doing stuff no one will ever do again.
And here's the thing.
No one will ever do that again.
For instance, Tom Brady, for some people, not you, but some people, I would have to maybe debate on it, think about it, but for some people, he's a top 10 athlete of all time. And if you think about it, Patrick Mahomes right now, at his rate, might surpass him. He's close. If you look at, Michael Phelps, no one's on his level necessarily for his respective sport. But I think when you look at Joey Chestnut compared to the second guy, he is light years above everyone else in his sport, and for that reason, for how dominant he is, agree with you. He might be you could make a case for him to be a top 10 athlete of all time.
His records might never be broken.
That's what I'm saying. Because like Tom Brady, you could break his records. Michael Phelps, it's going to be insane. But if you get a guy that has longevity, like Michael Phelps did, and a guy at his skill rate, potentially, which I think could happen, like I said, very small chance, but it could happen, you could break Michael Phelps' record. There is no one in the entire universe, planet, solar system, no one's coming close. 72 hot dogs in 10 minutes is his record. And you see every single year in the competition, every single year, he wins by numerous it's not even a competition for first.
It's just see how many he can get down.
Exactly.
You're just watching him. You're not watching
everyone's like, oh yeah, he's going to get first. Let's just see how much he wins it by and how much he does it by.
See if he can break his old records.
But like people say he's not an athlete, he's an eater. But it's a sport. He is so dominant at it. I don't know. I think dominance has got to be part of the athlete conversation. I mean, and also, how do you put your name on the map? You do it by dominating what you do, by winning championships.
That's why, to bring a new angle on this top 10 athlete thing, I actually have somebody I would like to bring in, name drop here really quickly, that I think might make a case to be top 10 athlete of all time right here. You ready? No championships, no professional sports appearances ever. We got Tyler Toney that comes in. He might be a top 10 athlete ever. Go watch the Dude Perfect videos right now. You can watch it. He's good at baseball. He got a hit off a World Series pitcher.
No. If you guys go back and watch his videos, this was I think maybe almost a year, or not quite a year ago, like 6 months ago. He goes in at spring training and gets a hit off an MLB pitcher.
In what was it? He got 2 plate appearances or something like that.
2 at bats. They're going to give him 3, but they're like, no, we don't have time. The Rangers, it was a guy for the Texas Rangers, and this is no gimme pitcher. This is at the time
World Series, he pitched in the World Series,
and like in a closer for them, like one of the best pitchers in the league, like one of the best relief pitchers in the league. For those of you who don't know baseball, but like,
dude, mind you, he has never played a professional sport. I'm not sure he even played in college.
Dude,
anything.
This guy,
he's a generational.
Have you seen him? For instance, he plays baseball. He's good at football, basketball, whatever. Have you seen him throw a plunger? Have you seen his plunger trick shots?
Just go watch the trick shots. I'm gonna tell you, they're not edited. They're very true. But there was that one, where was it, Las Vegas? He made a bucket off the highest skyscraper thing. It's insane. Whatever.
I remember too. They went on with Mark Rober before that, and they go or the whole group went on with FaceTime Mark Rober, and Mark Rober is the science guy. I don't know what the distance they hit the shot from. So they were in Nevada. They were trying to hit the longest or the highest shot basketball into a hoop ever, and they go to Mark Rober and they go, so what's the chances of us hitting this shot? And Mark Rober literally said, I will eat a straight basketball, if you make this shot. You go, the chances of you making it, I think they said it was close to 1 in a billion.
And guess who made it? Tyler Toney made that
And they
shot.
actually have a documentary out. I watched. I mean, I like Dude Perfect. It's my childhood. I still watch him to this day. I think I might have. This is kind of crazy. I think I might have seen every video.
I watch them off and on. They made a lot of videos, so.
Oh yeah.
That'd be quite interesting.
Steph Curry edition on Saturday.
I saw the
They're
spoilers
bringing on Steph Curry.
I saw the spoilers.
Anyway, though, but the fact that
watches all sports battles too, where there's these OG battles where they do a golf course with multiple different sports.
Yeah.
He's crazy. He wins it. He has the most the most titles in their little games they do by far.
But I think the testament to Tyler Toney, I think when you look at an athlete, it's also what comes in the categories all around. For instance, Deion Sanders.
That's why I brought him. He is all around. there's probably not a sport he can't do that he won't be
He
good
is
at.
not great at anything, but he is good at everything.
I like that. Hear that one more time. Say that one more
He
time.
is not great at anything, but he is good at everything.
Clap it up for him. He made an appearance. I wanted to make it Dude Perfect.
He's maybe not top 10, but it's an honorable mention for sure.
Go watch their show. I mean, if you guys want to fly out sometime, Dude Perfect. Like, have us on the show, you know.
I mean, yeah.
If you ever see this, but you know.
Dude Perfect is an icon in the YouTube industry, and
they always will be that.
They make
people say they fall off. They have not fallen off yet.
They never. I don't know. Like until they die, they probably will never. I mean, they'll probably still make.
They'll probably make trick shots when they're old.
Yeah, which they've gone away a little bit from the trick shots.
80-year-old backflip. Like what?
Yeah.
All right. We got.
Let's move. I got to read my notes here.
Yeah. We got so much to talk about.
I know. What do you want to?
What do we got here?
Oh, let's just jump into this. So to keep with the sports. We were talking a little bit about baseball. Tyler, Tony, what do you think is the hardest sport in the world right now? Can I go on record and say one thing before you get into this? I'm going to go on and say that I think baseball is up there and it might be the hardest sport in the world. But if you do not agree with me on that, we should all agree that hitting a baseball in the MLB especially is the hardest thing to do in sports. Doesn't mean baseball is the hardest sport, but hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
Which is another factor. Tyler Tony might be the greatest athlete because he hit it off.
Again, you guys will not have respect for that. I don't know how impressive it is for an average, you could say average Joe, like Tyler Tony.
Go look at some probabilities. You can do your research. We're not.
He got 2 at-bats. He had 500 off an MLB.
Mind you,
All-star pitcher.
Me and Brecken have probably gone on streaks against terrible pitchers where we haven't got a hit in 8 at-bats.
Oh, that's 100% true. I mean, and just so you guys know, like baseball, that's our sport, as we said in the beginning. We both play baseball.
And we don't want to be biased or anything, but it's hard.
I think
it's a hard sport.
I've played basketball. I've even, you guys, there's people that say...
We're going to get into those like sports that we don't just play in the U.S., like those interesting sports. I bet there's got to be some hard ones.
Yeah, but we can't really talk for that because we don't know too much about it.
What about
you know what I mean?
All right, this is baseball again, I guess. Like those Japanese dudes who play the bottle cap baseball.
Oh my gosh.
How are you hitting a bottle cap? How are you throwing it, first off, that well? And then hitting it with like this wooden stick that's the size of my thumb?
And again, a lot of people listening, I know a lot of the viewers, at least, where I go to school, there's not a ton of baseball people that listen. But for instance, like they'll basically play what?
Your baseball record speaks for that, right?
We're on a come up this year. Hopefully, we'll see.
No, they're not.
We'll see. We will see. But anyway, while we were talking about the Japanese, so basically what they play, it's just called bottle cap baseball. They throw bottle caps and they hit with like this wooden like skinny stick. But like it sounds so simple, but when you watch them play, how insane it is and how talented you have to be to play that. That's also a hard sport. But let's get into like the real sports: baseball, basketball, football, boxing, soccer.
Boxing, that is a tough sport.
Boxing's just physically grueling. And how conditioned you have to be and take hits and be coordinated. But boxing's up there.
It ain't that.
And
that Mike Tyson fight's coming up.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Give me Jake Paul, by the way.
What, for clout?
No, but like...
You think he's the better boxer? Or
dude,
you just think it's because of the age difference?
Mike Tyson's 58, okay?
Like, yeah, but have you seen his training?
Yeah, but Jake Paul has beaten legit fighters.
No, he has.
Yes, he has.
I looked at him. They have like 3 wins, dude. They're not good.
But they're but Jake Paul, every time there's been fights where it goes, Jake Paul's a gimmick, he's here for the clout, he's not a real boxer, boom, absolutely dominates. I think it's gonna be the same thing again.
I think he can make his statement as a real boxer, but I think if he wins, it could be staged. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I think it could be staged if he wins.
Tyson's 58, bro. Don't be surprised if he knocks him out in the first round.
All right.
He's 58.
Yeah.
That's not to take away anything from Mike Tyson, bro. He's one of the best boxers of all time, but he's 58.
We'll agree to disagree on that one. Let's get to a sport.
Again, baseball, I think you have to understand. Again, we're being maybe a little biased, but
let's stop going back to that one.
Let's stop going back to baseball.
We'll exempt that one for right now.
Okay, fine. What about gymnastics?
There's a lot of conditioning in that too, as well.
Dude, you know how strong you have to be?
And like
athletic you have to be?
Let's give it to the girls for a second. you got to be mentally strong too. I've seen those like Olympic gymnasts.
Remember, I don't know if you remember
crowds.
I remember Simone Biles too back in 2020 Olympics. One of the best, probably the best girl gymnasts ever. Could not compete because she could mentally not take. Like
she had to take a. Didn't she take a?
No, she like quit.
Yeah, she took a
because she wasn't like mentally confident to hit landings and hit her jumps or whatever.
That's in every sport too. So I'm not gonna give her.
But again, gymnastics. If you're not confident in that, or if you're not confident in whatever you're doing mentally, that's dangerous.
I'm gonna give that to every sport.
Because you can get hurt so easily.
Like that's not anything to joke about, in my opinion. Because like
I mean, I personally
like they say baseball is 90% mental.
Oh, 100%.
Every sport's mental. Like
100%.
Football, you miss a catch like that you make every single day. It's all mental. So
yeah, I guarantee you, your skill set. For instance, like I said, basketball, baseball, football, gymnastics, whatever. Your skill set probably does not change. If it changes, it gets better throughout a season. But the reason you do bad, keep this in mind, guys. The reason you do bad in your sport through a time being is because you're mentally not there. I'm telling you, it's really hard to get worse. Yeah, I mean, you can, and if anything, you're going to get better. If you are mentally locked in every single time and mentally confident in whatever you're doing every single time, you will succeed.
I'd agree.
And I'm not saying it's a lot easier said than done. Like I know, like basketball too. Sometimes I'll miss a few shots, and it's like, dude, what are people thinking about me? Like, do they?
What am I doing different?
Yeah.
Too. Well, yeah, but just getting down, you can never get down.
And I think too, when you try to come back, when you're like, or when you try to like, how should I say this? Like let's say you're in a slump, whatever sport you're doing, you almost sometimes try too hard to get back to where you're trying to get to that high level again. Does that make sense? I think sometimes people have to realize if you just try, just let it come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you like get away from baseball, whatever, but baseball is a great example. Baseball is one of those sports, the less you do, the better you succeed. I think sometimes people try to do too much.
Yep.
You just have to let it come to you, as my dad always says. It's what he always tells me if I'm in a slump. Just let it come to you. I think that's good advice.
I don't think we're going to get to a definite answer on this one, so we might have to...
No, we keep jumping
off
topic.
Might have to pass. What do we got next?
Jeez. You want to... let's talk about it a little bit. Your school right now, Lincoln football. You guys have made it to your second straight state championship time. Or you haven't won it yet, but you made it to your second straight championship. In Vermillion at the Dome. In Vermillion at the Dome on Saturday against Brandon. What have you thought about this whole championship run?
They have our number right now. We had a horrible game against them last time. I mean, just off the start, we weren't playing how we normally play. I mean, we beat Harrisburg twice. That's a big feat in itself. So we definitely have the strength, or we are built to beat Brandon. It's just, I think what happened last time is they did come out at us with like a 7-man blitz, which I don't think we've seen from any other team all year. Jeez. They were switching it up.
Well, and that's to keep in mind too. Brandon's defense, they necessarily don't. I mean, they don't always put up points, but their defense is just so.
That's dominant. How they beat us last time. Brody didn't have any chance to throw the ball. Which, if he, mind you, the 2 plays he did throw the ball, they were touchdowns. Like, he threw the ball more than that, but I'm saying the 2 big plays. Because you're not going to be able to one-on-one Lewis and Nikosi. You're not going to be able to one-on-one Mikey. They're just going to get open every time. Like, you can't guard them. So, I think that's why they did do a smart – I think they did play that smart. They came at us with a 7-man blitz because they knew our O-line couldn't handle it. And Brody.
Well, I don't think any O-line can. A 7-man blitz, that's just unheard of.
No, and we didn't adjust.
Yeah.
I'm no football coach, but you could see we did the same things every time. Brody didn't adjust. Our O-line didn't adjust. Maybe we should have got some screens in there. But throw the ball out a little bit sooner. Run game wasn't working, obviously, because they had people diving the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think that it comes to it, I think we do have a legitimate chance, even though they beat us by so much. Because we've seen their defense, and unless they switch it up, if they switch it up, we're just going to go back to how we normally play. We'll be comfortable.
And if they keep it.
But we've been, from what I've heard, shout out Sam DeGroat, we've been practicing how to avoid that and how to get around that with just quick offenses. So
again, personally about the game, I'm neutral about it. Again, Lincoln, they're my school rival, so it's like, whatever. But then also, I mean, I know people on Lincoln, so I root for them to do well. So I guess you could say I'm kind of neutral about the game, but knowing Lincoln and just in sports in general, I think you guys will at least find a way to put yourself in that game. Like, it won't be, 48-29 like it was last time. I think
new feel, too. We're going to be indoors. It's just going to be...
Yeah.
They're going to be locked in, obviously.
Again, it's going to be a different atmosphere, but that Brandon defense is
They're nothing to joke about. They're good.
And their O-line. I think it's their lines, really. Again, I mean, they have, don't get me wrong, they have other good pieces on the offensive defense's position. But where they're winning, where their heart and soul is right now is on their lines. And I don't think I don't think O-lines or D-lines gets enough credit in football. But that is truly where you can win games, and they're proving it. Like, they are so dominant in everything they do, and I think like I said, it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna maybe go to overtime. It could be an instant classic. Again, in Vermillion, what time is that at on Saturday?
I'm assuming it's at 7, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, which I don't know when you guys are listening to this, but yeah.
Great game to come. Go to it if you have the chance, I would assume.
I mean, shoot, I might go.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not from that school.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people.
It's going to be a fun game.
Again, it's going to be an instant classic. I think Lincoln's looking for a little bit of wrench. And like I said, don't let that, or even like you said, don't let that score they had the first game tilt your point of view of how it's going to be a completely different game. And again, I don't think that necessarily means Lincoln's going to win, which I think they have a great chance to.
Don't count Brandon out at all. They have a good team. They've been doing everything right this year.
So. I mean, they're 11-0 for a reason.
Yep.
But again, also I think Lincoln has come over for some perseverance.
Yep.
So and if you're Lincoln, you'd rather lose to them during the regular season than in the state championship. Exactly. Because in the state championship, it's all
at the end of the day, it'd be the same record. So.
Yeah, and again, also throw all the records out the window.
It's just it's a whole new thing in itself. But
I think it should be a ton of fun.
Good. It'll be good.
And
shout out Lucas Hunter, touchdown last game, by the way.
I did see that. I did see
Harrisburg,
that.
first touchdown of the game. Second touchdown of the season.
Bro. I was looking, Lucas, if you're listening, I was looking for a nice little celebration, and you just hand the ball to the rest.
It actually was the most excited I think I've seen him in a while. Like, he does not celebrate. Mind you, he started off, his first catch this year, fumbled, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so the coach did not want to play him all year. This Harrisburg semifinals, he had either half or more of the snaps as Joseph Plord, the senior on the team. Mm-hmm. He has fought his way back into getting a starting position.
Shout out to that.
Keep grinding, Lucas. No glaze. Keep going.
Yeah, but show a little emotion, especially if you score a touchdown.
Maybe hit a little celly or something.
Yeah, hit a little dance, bro. You scored a touchdown in a big game. Come on, you can be a little.
First touchdown excited. Too. That was a game changer. You guys won the game because you scored.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, speaking of that game too, that was a crazy start. I was at that game. How you guys got down 14-0. Harrisburg jumped out early, got
blocked.
Went down the field quick.
Punt was pretty crazy.
Yeah, so Harrisburg went down the field, scored 7, and then Lincoln goes out 3 and out, and then a blocked punt puts Harrisburg at the 1 yard line. And they score another touchdown, 14-0. And then did Lincoln come back? Did you guys come back and score 20 all in that first quarter?
No points were scored the rest of the game.
Yeah.
2014 first quarter, no points were scored.
But that could also
show defensive game by both teams.
Yeah, but that could also show you too. Even Brandon's defense is good. Lincoln can shut down a team like Harrisburg, who was proven the whole year one of the better offenses.
Also have the best quarterback in the state, so supposedly, right?
Supposedly. I mean, offers wise, I think he's going to Minnesota.
Yep.
I think, but that's shout out to Brody. I mean, I know they didn't do anything in the second quarter or whatever, but.
No, but they stayed in it too. That's back to the mental thing. They did not get down from that 14-0.
No, that's huge. That's huge. Can I shout out your running back, by the way?
Go ahead. Which one?
I don't even know his name.
Josh?
You're starting when he got hurt.
Yeah, Josh.
If you're listening, you're an absolute dog.
Josh Myers.
That kid is
good. He keeps going.
Dog.
Call him Isaiah Pacheco without the injury, obviously.
Well, Isaiah Pacheco's injured, buddy.
That's why I said without the injury.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he runs like his mat at the ground.
That kid is phenomenal.
He'll go through anybody.
Again, don't get me wrong, the O-line's great, but
Javen, you're good too.
I've seen him play a couple games, and every time that kid's running at least 10, 20 yards downfield, and even big runs.
That was a rare fumble he had in that game after that 20-yard run.
Oh, I remember that. He had this huge run, crazy juked as well.
Yeah.
And then just
Doesn't happen often.
Unlucky.
It happens to people. It happened to Lucas Honor,
Which was so unfortunate because he had such a great run and then he fumbled it and then that's just unlucky. But you guys won the game, so it didn't really matter.
It's all good.
Win's a win. Let's see what I got.
Shout out to I know Brecken wanted to do this. Shout out to boys cross country team. You guys are stellar.
Oh, Also, even talking about football, are you guys going back to the state championship? Your cross country team, Lincoln High School, going to NXN. That's a huge accomplishment.
Crazy, Oregon.
And again, I talked about cross country a lot on the first podcast, and that's an incredible feat. And again, coming from my school rival, obviously, it's my school rival, but I know how much work they put in that cross country team, being familiar with that sport, and they deserve every bit of that accomplishment of going to.
We're excited to see what you guys will. We're excited.
So going to the national meet in Oregon, that track and field USA. That should
keep it up, Tyrus. Keep it up, Miles.
You want to get into a little bit of a draft here?
Let's do it.
Breadbasket makeshift project draft. I always have to make sure to shout them out. This is not my idea. I get a lot of their.
What are we going with today?
You want to do a draft of the top 4 Mario characters?
Yeah, let me pull them up. I got it.
Okay, you want to pull up Mario characters?
You already have
I already got stuff in that. Oh, I don't know. I know quite a few.
All right, I got some right here.
Oh yeah, let's just put this how could I see?
Yeah, you just said it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll set it right there. Okay. Do you want to do rock paper scissors for first pick here? And then we'll do snake draft.
Let's do it.
And then after we're done, I think I'm gonna put a poll up on Instagram. So make sure you guys listen to this whole thing or whatever. And I'll put a poll up on Instagram. Tell us who you won, and I don't know. We'll have bragging rights about it.
Yeah, let us know. I know mine will probably be better. It's just I usually come first before this guy in a lot of things.
Well, I don't want, bro. You said you had to look them all up because you don't even remember. Okay, let's go here.
Okay, let's win.
All right, here you go. Paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I got first pick. We'll go snake draft though.
Yep.
My first pick, I'm gonna take Mario. That's whatever. It's
so
Mario.
Sorry, first pick. What are
we literally said top 5. We literally said top 4 Mario characters. I'm gonna take Mario. Yeah, I'll take Mario, my number 1.
I mean, I don't mind the pick. You kind of have to. It kind of goes with it. You have to pick Mario.
Look, it's like we're kind of doing a pop draft or a soda draft, sort of. And I'm gonna maybe.
And you don't pick Coca-Cola,
Coca-Cola is maybe not the best drink, but it's Coke.
You got it.
It's the staple.
You think of soda, you think of Coke.
Yeah, you think of Mario. You think of it's literally called Mario, Mario Kart, Super Mario World. Mario Party. Everything. Yeah. It's not Luigi. It's he is the icon.
I'm gonna go
Mario
with
the number 1. That's a no-brainer.
I'm gonna go with.
Should I write this down here?
Yeah.
Let me write this down. Okay. I'll go.
I'll tell you mine right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Bowser. Great asset to all the games.
Bowser. You know what? I think people are gonna hate that pick. Don't. And I don't compete against you. Don't.
No one's gonna hate that pick. That was a great pick.
Yeah, Luigi. Okay.
He's in every single. Okay, Mario Kart. He's in that. He's in the Super Mario Bros. No, he's always the main.
That's fine.
Dude, when they show him, right? When they show the storyline, you know those little increments before you play the actual game where it shows you the story.
Yeah,
they're not gonna show Mario what he's doing. They're showing what Bowser's doing to set up what Mario has to do.
That's a good point.
Bowser is always the cause of what's gonna happen.
That's
Mario's is the effect. Bowser is the cause. And that's why I'm going to take Bowser.
Okay.
Plus, he's a big dude, got spikes, he can stand his ground.
Yeah.
He doesn't die. I don't think I've ever seen.
Well, I don't know how you classify this. I think it.
How many people have beat the Mario game? Let me know. Have you beat the full Mario game?
Comment on the.
Think about it. Have you
comment on the post?
I haven't beat the whole Mario game. I don't think.
I remember.
That means Bowser's still alive. That means Bowser won. That means Mario didn't win. Bowser won. Just saying, because you did not beat the game. You did not go through it to beat him.
If you have, can we clap it up for that?
I will clap it. That's harder than it looks. I don't know the last time I put up.
Talk about the hardest sport right there. Gaming. Gaming. Trying to beat. That's. Well, I'm sure people have done it. That's a childhood game, and okay, Bowser, I like that. Ooh, gosh, I could go Luigi here. I don't think I am. I don't.
You could get that's like the Montgomery Jameer Gibbs right there. If you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm going to go Luigi here. Yeah,
Sonic and Knuckles.
Yep, Sonic and. I'm gonna go because I knowing with two people, I know I can go back. Oh shoot, no, it's your pick, so you can take Luigi because it's Snake. You got another pick.
I don't want Luigi. Yeah, I don't want that. It just kind of messed up my vibe there. But let's talk. You're going to take Luigi, I'm assuming, next time.
Probably.
So just talk about it right now so we don't have to talk about it the next time.
Oh, yeah. So that's just, I was thinking, I think there are some better characters, but pairing Mario and Luigi, the brothers, like that's the duo, Super Mario Bros. Like, I think I'll just.
You got to have it when one performs or when one doesn't perform, the other one's going to perform.
Batman, Robin. It's just a duo on my list.
That's perfect. I'm going to take.
Wait, hold on. It's like Luigi by himself. Mario and Luigi together. Now we have something that's exponentially grows the value.
I'm gonna stay on the negative side here. People probably.
You're going back to another villain?
Yep. People probably won't like this pick, but I'm gonna take the Koopa Troopa. How annoying is a Koopa Troopa in your game? When you want, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what that is,
that's bad. That's so bad, Jude. Jude, that's so bad.
How? Okay, can I make my case before you say it's terrible?
No, like, it's not a bad pick, but number two. You're
number two all time. Think about it. Every single time you play a game, all right, let's go to, honestly, we don't even need to go straight to the Mario game. Let's go to Mario Kart. What are you getting hit with that's making you spin out? Koopa Troopa shells that you are throwing. Koopa Troopa is always there. He's always there. Let's not mind him as a person, but his shell is always there. He gets hit every time. You always get hit with Koopa Troopas. What else do you get hit with? Like a banana? You can dodge that. You can't. Doom, doom, doom. You can't dodge that. All right. Let's go to the game. You're playing the game. You're just running along, you know? Boom, a Koopa Troopa shell just comes out of nowhere. You run into him, you get smaller. You get smaller every time. How are you going to dodge it? You can't time that perfect jump every time. We know you. Your 6-year-old self is not dodging that.
Just stop. You're hurting your case. No one's going to agree with you on this. Okay, I took Luigi, and
he's in everything.
Oh, it's a no-brainer. I literally can go anywhere. I'm going to take Yoshi. I have Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi. I think I already won, but sure. We'll just keep going. Wait, let's just do 5.
Let's do it.
4.
Yes,
I think that's too long. All right, you have 2 more picks today.
Oh, you took Yoshi.
I took.
You don't even need to explain that one.
Okay, so, yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
I'm just going icons. Here we go. So this is my list so far. I have Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi. He has Bowser and Koopa Troopa. Out of all the picks, you have Dry Bones.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, hold on. Is it Koopa Troopa?
No.
No.
I'm saving my case right here.
Oh, no, shoot. Wait.
Talk. Oh. I don't care. You took Yoshi.
Why was I thinking the Koopa Troopa was the mushroom? I still... No. I know. Okay.
The shells.
Yeah, I really said that. It's still a bad pick, but it makes it better.
It's better than what you thought. It's better than those mushroom guys. Those mushroom guys, you can dodge those, so they don't do nothing.
Yeah, you can jump on. But no, the Koopa Troopas, it's still a horrendous pick, but Koopa Troopas are, they're cool. They're calm.
Here's where I'm going with
this. They're calm.
You picked Yoshi, Mario, Luigi. Yeah,
this isn't bad versus good. Like,
I know, and that's why right now I'm going with Princess Peach.
Little
couple. Bowser and Princess Peach teamed up. What are you doing? What are you doing with Bowser? Bowser and Princess Peach are always together. She's the main. She's part of that cause. She's part of that. If she wasn't in the show, who would Mario be saving? There would be nothing. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like that pick. And I also have another pick here, I think.
Dude.
Do I? I got one more pick. Like, I could base my next pick on, like, cuteness, but we're not going to do that. Okay. Top 5 cutest Mario players. There's so many good ones I forgot about. Yep, I know what I'm going with. Everyone's like, oh, big donkey, big. No, Diddy Kong.
What?
Let's go.
What?
Who's more annoying than Diddy Kong? He's the little kid version of. He's gonna grow up and be big.
Diddy Kong over Donkey Kong?
Why do I need Donkey Kong when you got Diddy Kong?
What?
Who?
What? Wow.
I think I have a sleeper team.
Dude, okay, your picks are done. You have Donkey Kong, Toad, Dry Bones.
Why do you want
Shy
Toad?
Guy? Dude, Toad is like one of them. If you go and play Mario Kart, let's be honest. No one's choosing Mario. No one's choosing Luigi. You're choosing Yoshi
You
and
just
Toad.
dissed your own picks.
No, but it's just because... No. I'm not dissing them. The reason no one chooses Mario and Luigi is because they're so popular. Who's going to choose someone that popular? It's like saying, my favorite Star Wars character is Yoda. No, okay, that's a bad
You could say that with mine, too.
No. How should I say this? Oh, yeah. My favorite baseball player is Shohei Ohtani.
You couldn't tell me when you were 8 years old you didn't want Diddy Kong on your...
I didn't. I really
Dude, on
didn't.
your Mario Kart team? What are you talking about?
I didn't want Diddy Kong. I'd rather have Toad, Yoshi... Okay, but
that's why you're forever be basic.
I'm just like, I already won, but how much do I want to win by here? Do I go Toad or Donkey Kong?
Diddy
what?
Kong is facing Donkey Kong.
You know
I
what?
don't care what you say.
Here's why I'm going to choose Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, if you think about all the arcade games, old arcade games, Donkey Kong has his own games, his own, all that stuff. He's a solo guy. He can run solo. Toad is only in the Mario games. So for that reason, I'm going to take Donkey Kong because he has his own games and can run solo and can make his own name for himself. But shout out Toad. That's my honorable mention. Diddy Kong is crazy. Yeah, I don't think the pros are going to agree with
my honorable mention was going to actually be King Boo. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that's not bad. That's not
it's
bad.
a good pick.
King Boo,
he's the guy. He's the ghost bubble
Boo.
with a crown on
King
his
Boo
head.
makes a lot of features in the Super Mario world.
King Boo. Yeah, I like him. I like him.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let us know who won. Let's go again. I had Bowser, Koopa Troopa, Peach, and Diddy Kong.
I took Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Donkey Kong. Can't get much better than that.
I think mine was better. I have a sleeper build. You're gonna win a championship right here. But anyway, we can agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. You can say that again. I'm all out of topics. Or do we have any stories? Jeez. There's got to be a story here.
Which one do you want? I don't know.
Dude, we've known each other so long. Our parents knew each other before we were even born.
Got yelled at a few times by neighbors.
Oh my, there we go. I don't know if it's a good story for the podcast. Okay, but
that's not.
There's also not a ton of people listening in 42 minutes in necessarily.
Yeah, let us know if you're still here.
Dude, I remember one time we...
going back, I think my picks were Pooh China. Shout out Sarah Peering, who taught me that word.
Pooh China?
Yeah, Ben Peering.
What's Pooh China?
Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I guess they only know.
This guy's a Pooh Nazi, okay?
What?
Dude, if you know, you know. Shout out, I wish Ben was here.
I'm not going to cut that. I'm not going to cut that, but don't say anything.
That's not what it
Don't
means.
cancel us, Spotify.
It's not like that. It's spelled Punti.
Oh, okay.
So it's not spelled.
That's right.
But if you know, you know. If you're listening right now, I'm Pooh China. He's Pooh Nazi.
Yeah. Speaking of Ben Peering, we were supposed to get him on tonight. He was like, "Yeah,
He bailed.
He kind of bailed.
He didn't want it good enough. He didn't want it.
Nope, he didn't want it good enough. He had some sports to attend to, and
sports over podcast. Like, let's be real.
And he told me earlier today, "I'll be on," and then he goes, "Nope, I can't." Yeah, and like you said, if you really want it,
we're all gonna be horrible athletes when we die. Doesn't matter.
So, shoot, I gotta go up to the camera because someone is calling me. Let's get rid of that. There we go.
No name shout out for you, dude.
Yeah, no name shout out for you, but you know who you are. No, but we can keep it. I mean, what are we at? 43 minutes? I think it's a great episode.
I think it's good.
I feel like we have so much more to talk about.
Oh, we got more to talk about. I'll be back. I liked it. It was fun. I loved it, actually, in fact. If Ben was here, I think things would have got a little more interesting. Maybe some stuff would have came out.
I think we did all we could.
I think some stuff would have came out of people's mouths that
should not have been said.
So
maybe it wasn't a bad
thing. We kept it clean, good. It was a great episode.
No diss on Ben Peering, but someone did tell me, he's like, "Hey, Brecken, you're going to have him on the pod. Just be ready to cut maybe when he's on there."
Yeah.
No, no. Ben's a great guy. All jokes aside, Ben's a great guy.
No,
we love Ben Peering.
If I did good enough here, I'll come back with Ben, and we'll get you guys a little action. It will be fun.
Dude, honestly, we could create a duo. We could create our own pod.
Who?
Us two, man.
Dude, we could, bro. Let's keep it the Brecken Byler show right now. I do got a lot of time on my hands, though.
Dude, I mean, like, I can
Hey, if you want me back, if it was interesting enough,
Here's the thing.
let's let the fans decide. Let's
let the fans decide.
The 10 fans that are watching
I'm
I'm
not opposed to this idea. Look, we can name it the Breck and Byler Show. Like, okay, you can, it's my show. But, okay. But, you could always be that guest. You could always be that guy.
I could be that guy, guys. Hey, the 10 fans.
I mean, even if you...
The five that are watching... 45.3 minutes or 45 minutes,
3 seconds.
0.3 seconds.
Dude, if you're still in here,
let us know. Let us know.
Should Jude be a permanent addition?
We will like your comment. By the way, just if you watched it, if you comment right now, comment yes or no. That's all you gotta say.
Yes,
all
yes
you gotta
or
say
no.
is yes or no, and we'll know that you were watching right now.
Yeah, true fans right now. If you're up to this point, no. But I think what we could do, dude. I think you could be a permanent addition. I think I'd like that.
Thinking of that.
And here's the thing. Let's say we don't get a. Let's say we, I come to a thing. I'm all out of guests. It's just we can just
filler. I can be a filler. Stay tuned for the next episode. I heard it's gonna be good.
We'll see.
Good people coming on.
You guys will see next episode of Jude's a permanent addition, but we'll have to. I'll have to talk to my agents. I'll have to talk to my sources, my front office. But we'll see if we sign him to a. We might only sign him to a 10-day.
On that? We'll get into that later.
We might sign him to a 10-day, but. Maybe we'll make an extension.
It'll be good.
Anyway, I want to thank you guys for listening here on the podcast, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. I appreciate that you guys are here no matter where you're listening to. And again, make sure to check out the Instagram so you don't miss any updates about when episodes drop and about pictures and all that stuff, announcements. So make sure you go follow the Instagram. That will be at The Breck and Byler Show on Instagram. Again, at The Breck and Byler Show on Instagram. And if you're on Spotify listening, make sure you go check out the YouTube channel again at The Breck and Byler Show on YouTube. Make sure you go like and subscribe. And again, Jude,
those comments will mean a lot to us if you do.
Yeah, just comment yes or no.
Yes or no. Talk about the Mario draft. Talk about anything you want. They will mean a lot to us because then we'll know you're listening.
Yeah.
So
anyway, I think it's a great episode. And
thanks for having me.
Honestly, this is no glaze, but personally, probably one of the best I've ever had.
I appreciate it.
With throughout the Fab Four and
it was only duos today.
It was only duos, and I think it's great. I think duos is
get a little bit more serious, but then we can also have that fun aspect. You know, I think we'll have videos if I do come back that will be more fun than serious, more serious than fun.
I think it's a great balance. I think a lot of people like to learn stuff, but also kind of like the Fab Four. It's a lot of funny stuff, which I think is great. I think it's going to be a great balance. So yeah, I appreciate you with your time, Jude.
I appreciate it.
Again, the man, Jude Timat. And again, we'll see you guys next time. Breck and Byler out.
Peace out.